All right, you are well on your way to being a professional WordPress developer who can crank out these sites for $500 to $1,000 each in less than a day. And so we have installed BeTheme and done a little bit of initial configuration. And up to this point, you've probably just been a bit of a passive watcher. And so let's take it a little further. Let's go to our page. And as you can see, it looks like this. Now, I told you I was terrible at graphic design, but we can do better than this. We don't want to design a site that looks like this. In our situation, we want to design a site that looks like this, or something along those lines. So what we want to do is, and don't worry, you're not committing when you make this decision. You're always able to clear this out, but we're going to go to pre-built websites. And you will get that same preview thing that you had before, and we're going to search for Blogger. Now I'm going to ask that you try to stay with me on this one. These themes are very different from each other, so we're going to pick one and go through it. I'll tell you what, let's be bold. Let's install the wrong one first. So let's come over here and let's grab Dance School, and we're going to go ahead and just install this. And there is this plugin that they recommend you install called WordPress Database Reset if we need to change this. But we're going to go ahead and install the wrong one and just tell it to import everything and hit install. Now this can take a minute or two, so we're going to let that just kind of go. I want you to basically see how easy it is to change the look and feel of the site and even get all the demo content when you're just playing around with this thing. So we're going to give it a minute or so to download all that content and make our site look like the example. Okay, we're there. That didn't take long at all. So we're going to just refresh this website, and you will see now a lot of times you don't have the big banner. In this situation, we got the big banner, but our site, another maker, was just transformed into that existing template. You get all the effects, you get all the graphics, you get everything just installed and ready to go so that you can make your site look like this and start editing, which that is fantastic. And the great thing is you're not committed. If you don't like it, you can come back here to this pre-built websites, and we're going to pick the one that we actually did want. And you're going to see that they're going to bring up a step. And so we're going to come here and we're going to tell it to install. And then what it's saying, if you've already pre-built some stuff, go ahead and install this plugin. So we're going to do that. And we're going to install it. And we're going to activate it. And now, WP Database Reset. So I'm guessing that's going to show up under Tools. It's been a little while since I've used that. Yep. And you've got this Database Reset thing over here. And so what we're going to do is tell it to select all tables except for users, and I believe it told me something else. Tools, and select all except for users, user meta, and options. So we're going to do that. We're going to get rid of users, user meta, and options. And now we are going to type in the security code 64C8B, and we're going to reset. And now we are reset. So if we come back here to our theme, we have basically nothing because we've gotten rid of all the stuff. So now we can go back to our BeTheme, and we will go to pre-built websites, and we will go to blog, grab Blogger 3, install, next, install, and give it a second. Fantastic. So we have our Blogger 3 installed, and we're going to visit the website. I can just close that. And now we have the exact thing that we just saw online. And so we're going to do a little bit of a tour here to kind of get an idea of what these things are. We're going to just look through. So we have this kind of long home page that has a mix of these things, look like some blog posts, some more blog posts. Now, if you notice, this one says places and this one says guides. And I'm guessing, I haven't looked at this before, but I'm guessing that's going to come in handy. And so we've got this big kind of 3-panel graphic thing. This looks like this may actually be one image. We'll see what that is. As we go on, we have this button for Discover More, which should jump us down to the bottom. Or no, it jumped us over to the adventure page. We have just, some read the article button, which that article isn't there. That's fine. So let's look through here. We have the About page, which has that kind of scrolling feature with links to people's pages and things like that. Very good looking staff they have. Then we've got, this looks kind of like an article, like a single article, and some buttons. Go back to that adventure page. Neat little effect there on the graphic where that kind of zooms in and out. All this stuff is just available with examples for us. We have some places. Looks fairly similar to the last one. Guides, I'm guessing, is going to look fairly similar to that one. And then we have Join Us, which is their contact page. And it's a nice looking contact page. So that's a tour of what you get installed without actually having to do anything. So let's go back to our dashboard and just kind of get an idea to figure out what it is they did. So I'm going to close this. Now the first thing, let's look at this. So we see adventures and we see places and we see guides. Now if we come here to posts, you can see that these things are categorized. And so you have adventures and you have guides and you have places. So right now we have 3 adventures, 3 guides, and 3 places. So if you were to come in here and click, you could actually adjust the categories and even have multiple categories of these things. In fact, if I uncategorize, let's just see which post I'm in. I'm in this one right here. So if I uncategorize this as a guide, you'll see that automatically that guide will be gone from the front page. And so what this tells you is, let's say you're doing a blog or something like that. As you make these blog posts, your latest 3 will show up on the home page in this category. And that is the beauty of a post. The fact that this content can be fresh, it can be dynamic, and then even as you view these different posts, you most likely will have, down here you have the option to jump to other posts that are similar. And so it's just all built in for you. Just a very nice user interface experience. It's kind of cool. So those are some blog posts, and we'll be messing around with those more later. Then looking at some of the pages themselves, this is where it gets interesting. And we'll look at the contact page real quick, the Join Us page, and then we're going to get into what this muffin builder thing is here. But you can see that it's all laid out in this grid in a nice, easy drag and drop. So just to show you right now, we're going to flip these two, and we're going to put, right now the contact form is on the right. I think that's the contact form. That was on the right. We're going to flip-flop those things to where, now it's on the left. And so we're going to get into that next. Now you're actually going to start writing some content. You're going to start moving some content. You're going to start getting an idea for what this WordPress and what this theme can do. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.